The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers, commentators, experts, and/or host. They do not explicitly or necessarily reflect, nor represent the channel's policy, or the views held by this channel or broadcaster. The broadcaster or its channel cannot be held accountable for all or any views expressed during this program.
Have this feeling, haven't felt for so long. Took a hold of me and won't let go. I've been sleeping, caught me off my guard. Cause you're in my space and now I'm so pull me towards you and I cannot fight it. My head's underwater, I try to disguise it. Want you to hold me, though we haven't spoken. I need that something to get me to open. You are only a shot away from me to be my everything.
Go! May something post. It's a prank! Nahiiyak ako. We do that. There, oh. There. No. Okay. Bato. Hit. Yes! Yes! Hey guys! What's up mga tao? Wow, a new intro for you all. As you can see, we have a very special guest right here beside me. But before we introduce him, we have our kasabihan first today. Our kasabihan is creativity involves breaking out of expected patterns in order to look at things in a different way. Sabi yan ni Edward de Bono. Yes, guys. And today, right here beside me he's very talented, very creative. His mind is very artistic, and as you can see, I'm just wearing one of his arts. Oh, diba? Please welcome the one and only Johan Kyle. Am I right?
Hi, thank you. Yes. Thank you for that introduction.
Of course.
I'm honored to be here.
Me too. I'm honored to be here right beside you. Am I right? It's Johan Kyle.
You're absolutely
Not
right.
Johan. Okay.
Absolutely.
Yes, I've done my research, and I just want to know, how's 2021 doing for you?
2021. Gosh, it's been almost like half the year already. It's been so fast. It's been pretty good. I mean, lots of good things, lots of blessings. So I mean, I love it. It could be better, but I mean, with the situation, I just have to take it as it is.
Yes, that's right. It's another ECQ. I hope everyone's staying safe and y'all are vaccinated. Are you vaccinated already?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah. What brand? Are we allowed?
Sinovac.
Oh, okay. No soreness with the body. Do you have any side effects with it?
Absolutely nothing.
Wow.
Didn't feel anything. Yeah.
You're so
I don't think you
strong.
do if it's Sinovac. I'm not really sure if there are that very potent side effects.
Oh.
So yeah.
Okay, we'll
as opposed to the
research that.
others.
Yes, we'll
Yeah,
research that other time. Okay. But what have you been up to these past few months?
These past few months, well, for the quarter of 2021, I've been spending it mostly working on Drunk in Manila. The music video, the song had already been finished by then. And that really sucked a lot of time out of my life and lots of energy. And only recently, once it came out, I got my first break, which was like a 2-week break. And I got my chance to, get back to my routine and kind of get my life back together, get my skincare and stuff like that. And kind of just enjoy the fact that everyone gets to listen to it now. And now I'm getting back to it, doing work again, interviews, for example, like this. So it's been lots of fun lots of fun. I just love doing what I do, so I couldn't ask for anything else.
Yes, I could see it through your art naman. It's halata naman, your love for art and the way that it was being produced. It's amazing. But before we talk about that, I researched a lot of things about you. Are you ready? Are you ready? I've done a lot of
Like,
not talking but researching.
okay, I'm
Okay.
scared.
No, don't be. Please don't be. The first research that I learned is you're a film director and you have a short film called Nika. Am I right?
Wow, you've definitely done your research. Yes, I do.
Yeah.
I do have a film named Nika. Yeah.
Yes. Can you talk to us? What is it all about?
Well, it's a film about, if I remember correctly, it's about Aya and a boy and the boy's mom. I had made that long ago. It was the summer of grade 11. Um, I haven't released it publicly yet because I had released the films to festivals and stuff, and I wanted to debut in a festival first before I release it. And that hasn't happened yet. I'm not even sure if it's viable because it's been like 2 years. But yeah, and that's a very important project of mine because that's where I learned a lot about filmmaking. Because prior to doing that film, which was an independent film, which just a simple short film, 20 minutes, which is the longest thing I've ever done. But point is, before I did that, I've never really did a project that big. Usually, my films were just in school with my classmates and stuff. That was the first time I did it during the summer, and that I asked people to be part of it. And yeah, and yeah, that film was a really important part of my life. And but no one has seen it except for the people who are in it because I don't know. I feel like I changed a lot since it's been released, and my standards have changed. So I'm not really sure. But I know it's a good film. It's gone to festivals abroad, but I know, I know. It's like I feel like I changed like as a director since then. So
Okay. But speaking of nomination, how was it? How did it go all about? Did you enter it or someone found it? How is it?
I entered it because no one could have found it because I had the only copy. Um, and yeah, I entered it. Usually that's how it goes if you're going to release a film, because if someone just stumbles upon it, usually festivals want to be the first ones to have it so that their debut, their premiere have like significance to it. So there is monetary value in saving your debut. So yeah, hence why no one has seen it.
Yeah, thank you for that. I'm quite clueless about how it goes, so thank you for that wonderful
I was
information.
clueless as well until I did that, and I'm still
Yes.
kind of clueless. Yeah, yeah.
But besides Nika, have you directed other short films?
I have, and actually, what I would do is that in my school, we had to make a lot of films just for the hell of it. I don't know why. Like the school always asked us to. Um, yeah, just for projects. Like, anyways, what I'd do is that I'd actually release those films that I made in school to the festivals. Because surprisingly, some of them were actually good enough. Like, usually I didn't take them seriously because they're just for school. And the standards are different. But then I was like, because I wanted to go the direction of being a director, I was like, why not hit two birds with one stone and take my project seriously? So yeah, I started doing that. So yeah, I have. I'm not sure if I actually haven't posted them yet, but I should, because they're quite nice. Until now, I think they're quite nice, and I graduated high school and I can still watch them. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're nice. Because if the director said it, well, I
Well,
mean, we
for
could
my
all
standards.
agree. Yeah, so okay, pretty sure you have great standards. But of course, we're going to talk about this now. But before that, let's talk about fashion, OJK. But before that, you started at the age of 15. Am I right? I
Yes,
wanted to
yes.
know what were your interests or what were you interested at during the age of 15?
During the age of 15. Well, when I was 15, I was in a very change, like transformative part of my life. Like I was going from junior high school to senior high school, and that's when I started thinking about my future seriously. Like I still didn't know what I'd be doing as an adult because I was flunking all my classes, and yeah, I always wanted to be an artist, but I never thought it was possible. Like um, I didn't know how to get in. So when I was 15, my interests were really film. I was mainly doing film. I started doing film since grade 7. So I was still doing film. I was actually president of my class, so that took up a lot of my time. I was like a responsible one of those responsible students, and that kind of changed when OJK happened because I was so busy, and I kind of became a bad student. But anyways, point besides that, yeah. So I was just focused on film, and then fashion came just about because I wanted to express myself differently. Fashion, like people can see you wear your clothes every day. You don't really get to show your films all the time and stuff. And I was in a part of my life where I felt like a totally new person. I had been going through a lot in junior high school, and when I reached grade 10, I had like a new set of friends. I had a new set of everything, and I just felt like a new person, and I wanted to reflect that in my clothes. So yes, I started designing with no intention to actually become a designer. I mean, it was for me, but it was always like a nice, what if. And when it happened, it was like, oh my gosh, like my whole life changed after that. I'm just so grateful. So yeah.
That's very nice. But I wanted to know because first you started it. Were the people that you know were supportive of it, or how did it?
No. Well, no, actually, it was difficult at first because my designs were, I guess now it's kind of mainstream, but at the time I think it was a little unorthodox, or at least in my situation because I was a kid. And my parents were really against it, and I can kind of understand why, because I wasn't making any money back then. So the jackets that I would use were like from Zara, Forever 21, and to them I was quote unquote ruining it. And so one, my family didn't like it. Two, my friends found it kind of weird, like they didn't get it. And yeah, I mean, who else do you have? Your friends, your family. I mean, I didn't have like the internet, so it was hard. But I knew that this was what I wanted to do. I actually, before grade 10, I was a total social butterfly, and I was always saying yes to things, saying yes to everyone because I wanted to be a people pleaser because I didn't really have that many friends. And that was the time when I started not giving a F. So I was kind of like, I have nothing to lose. Like, and I feel like if you're not hurting anybody, then you're not doing anything wrong. And I'm not doing anything wrong by wearing those clothes. So I just kept going. But actually, I was really close to quitting. I was on the verge of quitting until something happened. I'm not sure if you researched about that, but probably did. You probably know that. But yeah, I was really on the verge of quitting. But luckily, I didn't.
Okay. I don't know. I wasn't that
Oh, really?
researched.
Okay, because what happened was I got into a fight with my mom and I left the house and I went to Market Market. And when I was in Market Market, I bumped into James Reed's producer. His name is Poor Taste. And because of Poor Taste, that's how I got my start. He posted me on his Instagram that night and I got the attention of Vice Ganda's stylist. And ever since then, things started rolling. I was able to start my campaigns because I had enough belief in me and I met photographers, basically networking. That's pretty much how you make it in this industry. I'm sure you know because you're in the same place as me. And yeah, and it really started from that night, the night that I got into fight because the expenses were getting really high. I was spending too much making these jackets, and my parents didn't really see the point. So yeah, I was so close to quitting, but thank God I didn't. I got pissed and I went to the mall. I got myself Zagu. It's because I love Zagu. I actually wasn't even allowed to go to that mall when I was grade 10. I was like 15, and it was late at night. Anyways, so yeah, that's what happened.
It's a blessing in disguise. I mean, I don't recommend to people fighting in their mom and go to the mall, right? No, don't do that, guys. That's not nice. But it's a blessing in disguise that
Yes, it is. It
happened.
definitely is. Yeah, I'm really happy.
Yes.
So grateful. The
Well,
universe just
if that didn't happen, I wouldn't be wearing this here today. Well,
absolutely. If that didn't happen, I like to think about those things like the butterfly effect. Like, what if this one seemingly insignificant thing didn't happen? How much would my life change? That was
yes.
one of the most crazy things. Like tiny thing, but it changed my whole life forever. So yeah.
Yeah, wow. Well, wow, I didn't know that. Thank you so much for that wonderful explanation on how to start. I was actually supposed to ask you that, but anyways, Rick, I want to know naman, what goes into your mind when you're in creative mode? Because you're such a very creative person.
Oh, what goes on in my mind?
Yes.
Oh, well, people ask me that sometimes, and honestly, I really don't know what to say. Like, I wish I had a formula to coming up with things because it'd be so much easier to because I could just do it over and over again. But I really don't know where my inspiration ideas come from. I like to get inspiration from everywhere. Like if I'm in the car, if I'm listening to music, film, videos, it's like you have to be open minded to anything. So I don't really actively look for inspiration. In my case, I found that it coming naturally to you usually works best. Like I don't like trying to convince myself that this is a good idea or that I like this. It's more like if you like something, and if it comes to you, it comes to you. So I don't try to rush myself to come up with good ideas. I just I like roll with the wind, really. So I don't know.
Oh, okay. But speaking of this one, I just want to know because your designs, it has lips on it. Why?
Mhm.
Why does it have lips on it?
Those are
I
actually
just
my
want to know.
lips.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you can tell
Really?
by the teeth. Yeah, yeah, because I can't. At the time, I was really afraid of ripping photos off the internet, so I had to photograph it, myself. And so you can tell
Is it
by the
kind
teeth. Like the two teeth on the bottom are pretty crappy. The two ones
of
here. Those are mine. Yeah.
really?
So yeah, so you're wearing my lips. Sorry to like. How did I come up with that one specifically?
Yeah.
Well, that one. Um, did I post about this? I'm not sure. Actually, okay. So the idea of using lips or pretty much body parts, I had done that to another hoodie. The one who found me in Market, his name is Poor Taste. He's the producer, James Reed. I
Mhm.
made him a hoodie, and for that hoodie, his name is Poor Taste, right? So it's like Poor. The two O's, one was a mouth, and the other one was an I. And so I kind of had the idea of using um, like body parts as letters. But how I came up with the word lover and using the lips was that it's actually because of Vice Ganda. Vice Ganda
Okay.
stylist Vice Ganda stylist messaged me. I can't exactly remember why, but I remember it was just they needed something yellow and they needed something ASAP. Like that's the thing with my production, we can kind of do things fast. So
Oh.
they always went to me if ever they needed something like last minute in terms of embroidery. So they wanted something yellow, um, and I think the deadline was in 2 days. And they messaged me on a Monday or a Tuesday, so I was in school. So I was actually really procrastinating with that, and I really couldn't come up with anything. So I asked them, asked them literally, what is the segment about? I think it was something about Showtime, and
Mhm.
they said it was about like love. So because I was like totally not being creative, I was like, I'm just gonna write lover, and it was actually just supposed to be the word lover. I actually didn't know if having the mount on it would be allowed at the time. The standards have since changed for what would be acceptable on TV in terms of fashion. But anyways, but I was like, there's no way I can release something this basic. So I took a photo, I took a selfie using my camera and of my mount. I didn't have the time to take a photo of someone else's mount, so I did it and I released it. And I honestly didn't think that they would wear it, and I was right. Vice Ganda did not wear it on Showtime. And so I
Oh.
was like, okay, I'm not surprised. It kind of sucks. And then a week later, I get a message and they're like, Vice Ganda was spotted wearing your hoodie at a concert. I'm not really sure who was performing, but it was a really popular Korean group. It could have been not
Blackpink.
BTS, maybe EXO. I'm not
EXO.
sure, or someone. I'm not sure. Don't quote me, but Vice Ganda wore it at a concert,
Mhm.
and that to me was better. I like it when celebrities or anyone wears my stuff casually without posing in front of the cameras. I feel like that because that means that they decided to wear it and not really a stylist necessarily. Um, and it seemed more casual and candid and personable because it was. And ever since then, Viceland has worn my stuff multiple times. And that was the first time actually a celebrity ever wore my clothes. It was Vice. And at first I was like, I was screaming because it was at nighttime. I was like, oh my gosh, like Vice Ganda is wearing my clothes. The fashion icon is wearing my clothes. And then people were messaging me who were, in the industry. They were like, oh my gosh, your first celebrity is Vice Ganda, and you've just been designing for a month.
It's
And
a
I
big
was like,
deal.
it became so, and ever since, yeah, and I was just like, why me? I was thinking that to the universe, like, why do, like, what's with my clothes? I don't get it. I'm not, like, I never wanted to be a designer. Like, this is just happening so fast. But I had the knack for it, I guess, and I enjoyed it. It was fun. And so yeah, and I'm so happy that I get to. I just love expressing myself through every medium, whether it's film, fashion, theater, video, song. It's like I love like testing myself. So fashion is another great medium for me to show my ideas. So yeah, that's the story.
It's
That's the story
very
of that design. That's
wow.
been
And
my
then
most popular.
you also had a collaboration with Cassie Legaspi,
Yeah.
right? How
Yes.
did that go about naman?
Cassie just messaged me one night and she was like, she actually thought I was going to say no, which I found really surprising. But I was like, of course. She's one of my closest friends. So it was like I thought it was a great idea. And it wasn't the first time I collaborated with an artist. I had done it already like twice, but not with someone as mainstream as Cassie. So yeah, Cassie wanted to get creative, and I think she Cassie is an artist, so she's always wanted to do something like this, and she just messaged me, and I was like, of course, let's do it, and we did it. It was lots of fun. We did it while it was COVID, so it was kind of difficult to plan the shoot, but we have really different schedules, but it worked, and that was one of my most favorite collabs because I just love working with friends, and it's so nice when you get to, come up with ideas, with your friends, and to pull it off and to do things and have people enjoy it. It's like you couldn't ask for anything better. So that's what happened. Cassie just messaged me, and I was like, yeah, of course, let's do it. And we actually did it in just a week. That's how fast we did it, because she had other commitments and our schedule was not going to work. So we figured everything out in just a week and a half. We got the photographer, we got the team, we got the studio, we got the clothes done. Actually, just the night before, I think we finished actually with the clothes. It was really like we were on our feet the whole time. We didn't really know how it was going to look like. And yeah, but you wouldn't know because it looked very polished.
Yes, I could agree. Can we collaborate? Oh, biglang ganun talagang naging, I want to be your friend. We should collaborate, right? We should add some
Of course. We're
OJK.
collaborating right now.
Oh yeah, well, let's collaborate. We should have a merch. Wow, merch. Ganon. Anyway,
It'd be an honor.
yes. We'll talk about it later. I'll send me your digits. Wow, digits. Anyways,
Oh,
okay.
by the way, I have to thank you, by the way, for even, getting my clothes, buying them. Like, it means so much that you would support me in that way. When I found out that you had ordered, I was like, oh my gosh, she's awesome. Like,
I know.
she committed, she's wearing my stuff.
Yes,
Yeah.
I will commit to you. I'm loyal, faithful, all of the above. Okay. Anyways, yeah.
Nice. That's what I'm
Yes.
looking
Don't
for.
worry. Are we friends now? Well, I want to be your
Yeah.
friend. I want to get
Oh,
drunk
yeah.
in Manila, F to Manila. Anyways, later we'll talk about that. But what's your motto naman when you're in creative mode?
My
Do you
motto?
usually, yes.
I don't really have one, but I try my best to always stick to my initial vision, and I usually just try not to compromise. I really don't like compromising to ideas that are contradicting to mine. Like, I try my best um, to stay faithful to what I wanted to do. So the point is, I will always try my best to defend what I'm trying to do or fight for what I want when it comes to studios, the higher ups. Like, I always try my best to keep the original idea intact. I just don't like changing stuff for no reason, to please people. If I have an idea that people like, that's likable, that's easy to consume, and that's great. But let's say I don't. Let's say I have an idea that's kind of weird or radical or different. Um, I try my best to keep it intact. And usually it goes that way because I'm the one producing the stuff. It's different when you're working with a studio or you have bosses and stuff.
Mhm.
In those cases, when those are like commissioned work, I'm willing to do anything that they ask me to, because I'm like, let's say I'm modeling for a photographer, I'm willing to do whatever they want because that's the job. I'm not going to be stubborn. But if I'm the director and if it's my call, I will try my best to. But really, doing things like anything here, like creating work, you always have to. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of moving parts. So you can't disregard everyone. It's really a balancing act of getting everything right. It's to me, it's always about the final product. It's always about the film. It's always about the clothes. It's always about the photo. That's my priority. I don't really. It's not like cost, time, energy, hard work. Those things are kind of, yeah. I consider those things, but at the end of the day, it's like you want to have a good product because that's what people see. That's what's important. Yeah. So
Yes. I could say because our dogs are agreeing to you. They're saying, yes, you're right. Oh, anyways. But
well, that's
now
just my opinion. Like it doesn't apply to everyone. That's just how I like to do my work.
yes. You are a jet setter. I love your art. You are a jet
A
setter
jet
and
setter.
yes,
What does
you
that mean? Like a trendsetter or something?
yes, exactly.
Oh,
You
whoa!
start
Thank you.
things and people follow. I could say that you
Wow.
really fit to be a film director. You fit to be a leader. Oh, di ba? Yes. Oh,
Aw.
your eyes are doing like that, ah. But anyways. Okay, now let's talk about your music. Music, Kamo. When did your love for music come from?
Well, I don't think anyone actually saw it coming because I never seen like the musical type. But actually, I always was. I was part of a singing competition back in sixth
Oh,
grade in school, and the reason I started my first training doing music was with Repertory Philippines. I was in theater actually. That was the first
oh,
artistic move I've ever done. Many people don't know that because I don't really post about it. But I got my start in theater, and that's actually why it's funny. Like when I rap and when I sing, people sometimes ask me like, why do you pronounce your words like that, like so clearly, like too clearly? But it's actually because I trained from theater, and when you're in theater you have to sing like that. So point is, yeah, that's how I got my love for music. But I actually wasn't, I was always not the best. Like I was never the best singer. I never really got the lead roles. I would never, I'd always just be like a background character, an understudy. So I kind of felt like it wasn't the right path for me, and I always suppressed it. Like I never tried to show it because I was shy. Like to sing, to do music, it's like you really have to put yourself out there. And I was shy, even though I had done OJK and all those stuff. I was still kind of shy to do music because music is a very important thing to a lot of people. It's a universal thing, and people are very passionate about music. Everyone has very strong opinions. So I was like afraid to put myself out there. But then when I started graduating high school, grade 12, which is when I started working on the product, when I started working in music, I was like, oh, I think I want to do this because I've always, first and foremost, I love writing songs. Like I consider myself a songwriter before a singer or a performer. Like I always write songs. I like to write songs for other people, and that's always what I've been doing, like scripts and stuff. So I was like, maybe I can try to sing my own songs. So that's how I started. Um, the but it was always like just a dream. I never took it seriously. How it kind of became serious was in grade 12. I had made this film. I'm not sure if you've seen it, but I made this graduation music video for my batch, and
mhm.
yeah, and to do that, we used a song from Black Eyed Peas, and I didn't want to get copyright striked, so we recorded the song from scratch, and I was in charge of that. So I spent a lot of time in the studio. I learned a lot about mixing, mastering, all the music jargon, and just how to make a song. And that was the first musical endeavor I've ever done. And then I was kind of inspired, like maybe I can make an original song. And then yeah, and then it started. I actually started production on Body Clock, which is my first song, during December of 2019, which was before COVID. And then I only got to release it in August, so it took around like what 7 months, 8 months to release it. Because that was when I was learning, and I was also learning with Drunken Manila how to release songs. Now with my third song, I kind of feel like I figured it out, like the process of things. Because when you make a song, you have to record it, you have to do ad libs, you have to process it, you have to mix it, you have to master it, and it's like basically a sandwich of things to do. And when I was starting off, I was mix, I was always doing it like randomly. Like, let's record this person, let's mix this, and let's do this. I wasn't following the process. And when you do that, you always there's a lot of restarting, there's a lot of fixing, and it always delayed things. And yeah, so that's how I got into music,
Through theater. Wow.
through
Yes.
theater. Yes.
Lea Salonga. Ganun, di ba? It has to be clear. Yeah, that's true. But now, since you mentioned, since you mentioned Body Clock already, how is it like to collaborate with Crystal Brimmer?
My head is so bad. What was
It's
it like to collaborate with Crystal Brimner? Well, it was absolutely amazing. She is the most talented kid. Like, she's not a kid, but she is. Oh my gosh! I mean, we did that when she was 13, and yeah, she's 14 now. People don't know how young she is, but she is that young. And it was pretty not life changing, but I mean, sorry, my hair is so bad.
it's okay.
She's so good, like so good. I felt so inferior beside her, and I was just pinching myself the whole time, like, why is she working with me? But she ended up becoming one of my bestest friends, and I'm just so happy that I got to make a song with her. It was great. We went to the studio, we recorded in just 15 minutes. She did it 4 times. It was a perfect take. She left. Next time I saw her, we were filming the music video already. We did everything, and it was COVID. We couldn't really be together, so it was like, I've only met her 3 times, really. It was to record the song, when we hung out during Halloween, because she was my Halloween partner. And that was actually 2 days before the music video, before we shot. And then 2 days after, we actually also met so we could plan a bit, like our outfits and stuff. And the day of the music video when we shot. 3 days. And now and in those 3 meetings, we've done, like, released a song. We've done all those stuff. So yeah, now she's in New York, I think, or America. So she's so great. Oh, I'll tell you something else. In the music video, her twin sisters, those are her dancers. Those are just so they're basically
Twin sister?
those are her twin sisters. Yeah, older, who are my age, like around my age. We had no choreography planned whatsoever. My dancers, we planned because I'm not really a good dancer, but they showed up in the studio and they were like, okay, what do we do? And I told them my idea, and they're like, okay. And then they came up with the choreography in like 10 minutes. Like, they were just in front of the mirror, just dancing. And they're like, okay, this works. And I was like, are you good? And they were like, yeah, we're good. And I was like to my dancers, oh my God, we spent like 3 weeks figuring out what to do. They just took like 20 minutes. Well, that's because they're really, I mean, they're great. Absolutely great. Crystal is so talented. I know she's going to be a huge, huge star. I mean, the reason she is already so established at such a young age is because, I'm not sure if you noticed, but she got the role of Annie. I'm not sure if you remember that, but they had the musical play Annie in the Philippines. They brought it here. I think it was in Resorts World. She got the age. She was 8 years old. And then after that, she got into the show Your Face Sounds Familiar,
Sounds
I think.
familiar. Yes.
Yeah. And then, yeah. So, yeah, she's absolutely great. Very professional, super cool. Yeah.
But how did you 2 guys meet? Through
Well, actually, she followed me on Instagram, and I didn't know who she was, but she looked like a really cool person. So I was like, okay, I'll follow you. And then we were like friendly, and then I messaged her like, I have this song. I've been rejected, by the way, 6 times already. By the time I went to Crystal, I've been asking everyone like, do you want to make a song with me? And they all said no. Like, I've been asking close friends, even people who are famous, and even close friends who I thought would want to make a song with me. They didn't want to. No one believed in me. No one took me seriously, except Crystal. Crystal was the only one who was like, okay, let's do this. And so I sent her the demo, and we did it. And yeah, we just coordinated through Instagram. And this was also during the time when ABS was like closing, I think. Yeah. So I feel like I feel this also was going to help her out a bit because, you know, she could have a project, and so I could have a project. So yeah, we were helping each other out. You know, it's a really difficult time for artists who were making work. So we decided to make a song, and it's a fun song. I know. I just love the idea of, like, the topic is so like It's like I was like, basically why I wanted to do bike. I was like, it'd be so funny. I thought to myself, sorry, my camera is kind of out of focus. Is it still?
It's okay.
Right. I was like thinking it'd be so funny if we could get a choir, like a gospel choir, to sing about not being able to sleep. like having a crappy body clock. I was like, that'd be so funny if we could get like a whole church to sing that. And I was like, that the idea kind of progressed into let's make a song about your body clock. And I wanted it to sound kind of serious. Like I wanted it to have like a kind of gospel, old school kind of vibe. So you'd hear it and you'd think,
Uh-huh.
it's like a simple, like a love song or something serious. But really, I'm just singing about how I can't go to sleep. And the ending is the funniest thing to me. Like I love it so much because it's like a whole choir. We got the choir from all over the world, from the States, from Africa, just singing about this universal situation of not being able to sleep. And I love it. I love it. Yeah.
It's very timely also in ECQ. Me too. I'm also have a crappy body clock too. But
Oh.
yes.
Oh no. Yeah, I have the worst. Absolutely.
Yes. But we should make a song. It's called Lover. Oh, that would be nice,
Taylor
OJK!
Swift.
From the
Gonna,
south, from the north. Oh, di ba? We should make a song. You want to make a song right now? You have a... We
oh
should
my
make a song
gosh.
right now. Yeah,
That's
let's
so
do it
pressure.
right now. Okay.
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 OJK! Oh, your turn. Yun na kaya ko. Okay, go. Your turn.
Boom. Boom. Yo,
Yeah.
I'm with VJ Nicole. Oh, we're live and it's really, really cold. Oh, I feel so cool and dope. Oh, I'm so soft like dough. Oh, I'm with VJ Nicole and she wearing my hoodie on the spot. Yeah, wait for the beat to drop and we gon' rock until it's really late. I'm running out of rhymes, so goodbye. See you later.
Oh, oh my gosh! First time in Musika Milenio history, someone has done that. Amazing.
It's so bad, actually. I could have done it better.
Talented.
Sorry.
No, to do that on the spot, it's amazing with rhyming words. Oh, now you have a new single. We could do that. We could dance.
Let's get the royalties. Yeah,
Yes. Oh, okay.
got it. That's a really
Oh
good
my
idea.
gosh, this is going to be
We're gonna
such
be
a...
rich.
Yes, we're going worldwide. I can see you. Oh my gosh.
People.
Woo. We should do that song, right? Lover. Here's the lover. Okay, never mind. Your turn na lang. It's all yours, okay? But speaking of, we talked about Drunken Manila. You spoke about Drunken Manila a while ago.
Oh yes.
Now talk about that. Drunken Manila. What's the inspiration for Drunken Manila? How did it start?
Well, I wanted to make a fun party song that people like in the film. Like I was actually really inspired by how like Latin inspired. I'm sorry if my terminology is wrong, but songs like by, for example, Camila Cabello, and sometimes she sings in Spanish, right? But people all over the world can enjoy that. Like Cardi B's I Like It, for example. And I was like, oh my gosh, it'd be so cool if we can do something like that for the Philippines. So, or for Manila. Like I can't rap about things that I didn't experience. So I rapped about, from my point of view, what I experienced. So the song is pretty much kind of from the point of view of someone in my situation, but I'm not really a party person, and I only turned 18, during COVID, so I never really got the chance to go to clubs and stuff. So I also kind of wrote it in a satirical sense, like I was copying what the cool kids in my school taught, how they talked, what they did, like drinking and doing all those stuff. I mean, as you can tell, like by talking to me, I'm a really like kind of boring person. I'm not really, I don't seem like the type, right? I don't know, but so yeah, that was kind of the inspiration, and it's about Manila, but it's in English, mostly English, because I speak mostly English, and I know that my Tagalog is just gonna it's just gonna make things bad, and it was fun. It's difficult writing that song because you're trying to write about something that people here in Manila know so well, but you're also trying to make it available to people outside of Manila. So it's a balancing act of kind of keeping things very specific and keeping things vague enough for anyone to enjoy. Because if it's so specific to Manila, then not many people outside would get it. And that was kind of the goal, to kind of bring awareness to, I just wanted people to sing about Manila. So that was my idea. It's like a fun popcorn, like you turn off your brain kind of song. Like it's about getting drunk in Manila. Actually, the title was like, am I allowed to curse on this show? No? Okay, well, the original title was just supposed to be F'd in Manila.
Okay,
but
there.
like we were like thinking, probably the radio is not going to for example, it's gonna be hard to get radio play. So I was like, fine, we'll make it Drunk Manila because I've never been drunk. So
Uh-huh.
like I was like, it's gonna be weird if I sing about this, and my close friends know that I've never been drunk, and I'm gonna be I'm like a fool, like I'm fooling people, but everyone else thinks I'm, and I kind of am now because I got older and now I've experienced, so I feel like I can say I've been drunk in Manila.
Okay. Don't worry, because me too, I've never been drunk. Not in Manila, because I'm in Laguna. So I could make a
Ah.
song, Drunk in Laguna. Oh, di ba? That's going to be nice, so, di ba? But how many days or weeks did you do Drunk in Manila?
The music video or the song?
The song.
The song, how many days or weeks? Um the song took 14 months, so a year and a quarter. It was the absolute longest thing I've ever worked on. I've never done anything longer than Drunk Manila. Yeah, it took a long time, and mostly my fault because I kept changing like ideas. I kept changing lyrics. Well, not really lyrics, but more of like the production of it. Like there's so many like I wanted to add trumpets. I wanted to have singers, things like that. So it took a long time, and the music video took 6 months. So it took in all a year and a half. So yeah, really long time frame. And actually, that was Drunk Manila was where I really learned that I should not rush things, because COVID happened in the middle of it, so I had no choice but to kind of wait. And I started coming up with new ideas and new directions for it. So I was like, that's really best. Like that's what I always want to do. Like I want to marinate in my idea before I release it. Because if I'm rushing things, you never know. Like maybe it's not the best they could be. With Drunk Manila, I had so much ample time to really think about the production of the song and really like how to do it. And I learned so much. Like yeah, it was like a really important experience. With every project, like Bike Clock, Drunk Manila, I learned a lot. But Drunk Manila was, I think, the project where I learned the most because, as you can tell in the music video, for example, it had so many people. I never did something that big before, and you really had to like. It took a lot of serious planning, a lot of studios, a lot of editing. So it was my first time to do something like that big. So yeah.
Yeah. I saw that Roscoe Hervinia was there in your music video. Am I right?
Yeah, he was, yeah.
Thank you. How did that happen? Why was he there?
Why was he there? Well, I think I met him because we followed each other on Instagram, and he actually, I think he came from my school, but he transferred. Yeah,
Yeah.
came from my school, then he transferred, and we had some mutual friends. I just saw that he was like blowing up on TikTok, so I was like, why not ask him to be part of it? So I asked him to be part of it. He agreed. Cool guy, and he was a fan of my clothes. I was a fan of his work, so I was like, why not? More the merrier. And yeah, he came to the studio. We hung out. We met each other. We
Yeah.
filmed, and yeah, it's fun.
He's the coolest kuya ever. He's really the
Yeah,
best.
he's pretty cool.
If you
Yeah.
want him to collaborate with you, he would agree, definitely, because he
Super
always
nice. Super
Yeah.
nice. Super nice. I was so happy he agreed to work with me. I was
Yes, Kuya
I was so
Roscoe.
honored.
Inangat namin yung bangko mo. Grabe, ang daming compliments namin sa'yo. Baka pwede mong ibalik din sa amin. But anyways, let's talk about what mental health. I only have one question for you regarding it. Since you're a very creative person, I want to know, how does being creative help with your mental health?
How does it help my mental health? Actually, it's been interesting because when I was younger, being creative was kind of like my outlet, right? Because I was stressed with school. And as I got older and the creative started becoming my job or like my work, it started to kind of stress me out actually. And that was kind of like a not good part of my life because my love, which is creating stuff, started to become something I wasn't looking forward to. This was long ago. So I'm just saying that so that you know that sometimes, creatives aren't always like a good outlet. Like sometimes they can stress you out. But now, I always like to take my work seriously, so it's not always like a relaxation for me. Sometimes it's like, it's almost like a job, but it's always something that I'd rather, I couldn't be doing anything else. Like, I love doing what I do, and I'm just so happy to be doing what I do and to do it like this, like properly, professionally. So I like to just be grateful and happy that I'm in this situation, and it helps me relax, and it helps me yeah, that to me, I've always like, since I was younger, I was kind of like a workaholic. So to me, relaxing is releasing work that I like and that I think is good, and I'm just so happy that I have the time to do it now because of quarantine, and
Mhm.
I'm taking a little short break before college. So yeah, creative is, I don't know, it's actually so hard to like pin it down because it's been like, that's my whole life, like creating like stuff. So it's like, I don't really know if it's like a way for me to be relaxed or if it's something that stresses me out. It's kind of just like an everyday thing that's like the air, you know what I mean? I'm sure you feel, you would kind of get, I sound so idealistic, but yeah, that's that. I'm being honest. Like, that's how I kind of see it. I don't even think about it anymore. It's kind of like normal. Like, yeah.
That's all right. That's very nice to know. But of course, with all that serious tone, we will be playing a game. Are you ready?
Yeah,
Are
sure.
you ready to play a game? Do you have your phone with you right now?
Yeah.
Yes, okay. You'll be needing your phone because basically this game is truth or dare with a twist. You would have to choose from numbers 1 to 10, everything 1 to 10, and kung ano yung lumabas, yun yung gagawin or aaminin, and you will be needing your phone for this. Okay, are you ready? So choose from numbers 1 to 10.
7.
7. Make a funny face and post it on your Instagram stories and tag at Musika Milenio. Are you willing to do it? Or
Or what's the or?
we will do another another dare.
What's a funny face?
Wacky, eh? Like that. You
I'm
wanna
gonna
do
look
it?
so ugly. Okay, let's do a different one.
Okay, a different one. You have 9, 3, and 1.
I feel like it's gonna be worse. Okay, 3.
3.
So,
Okay. It's not going to be worse. You just say message a friend and
oh,
randomly say I'm
that's
drunk in
awesome.
Manila. See?
Okay,
You
sure.
are
Who should I
having fun
message?
here. Up to you.
Which friend? Okay, I'll message. Wait, I'm afraid if what the other messages say. Like, wait, let me check.
No, that's the last one. Don't worry.
No, I mean on my messages. If
Okay,
I
okay. What will
okay,
their reaction be? Oh no.
okay, I'll text my best friend.
Okay. Your best friend.
Well, I'm not sure if he's gonna reply.
It's okay if
Okay,
he's not going to reply. Okay. There. Okay na. Baka, okay, there. I'm drunk in Manila. Okay, next. You have
next.
one. You have 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10.
Okay, how many more of these do I have? Okay,
1,
let's
2,
do
4,
5.
5. Puro there. Call a friend and sing happy birthday.
My friend replied.
What
He
did he
said,
say?
"Ha ha ha! This is the best text I've ever received."
Oh, see? This is the best. Oh,
I
di
didn't
ba?
actually think he was gonna like
Oh,
reply or like it.
only in Musika Milenio, di ba? So,
Okay,
and the,
I guess I'll call my. Oh my gosh! I hope he doesn't say anything that's gonna incriminate me.
we could mute you for a while and then you do thumbs up if you're ready to sing. Is that okay?
I'll just call him.
Okay, wait. I'll mute you for a while. Okay, we'll mute him for a while. And then if he picks up, he's going to sing happy birthday.
You're drunk?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to
Why
you.
am I not there when you're drunk? No! It's like the the first time I've ever known that you've gotten drunk.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Okay. Bye.
Bye.
I love you.
I love you too.
Oh my! You have such great friends.
I do.
Oh.
I have the coolest.
Yes. The fact that he wants to be there with you,
Yeah.
diba?
He wished, because I've never been drunk, like I said, and he was like, why aren't you
What?
with, why am I not with you? Yeah. Like, so.
Okay. You singing happy birthday makes it more believable that you're drunk. But
Yeah,
anyway,
I know. It seriously helped. I called the same guy, so.
okay. Okay, next. You have 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, and 10.
Do I have to do every number?
Everything.
Are you serious?
Yes, I'm serious.
Okay. 1.
1. Sing your favorite song. It's just easy.
My favorite song is Drunk in Manila. So I'm gonna do Drunk in Manila.
Okay,
Because
go.
that's the song I can sing.
Let's go.
Oh my gosh. I actually
It's
never even sang this live. How does it go? With me? With you? This night ain't ever gonna end. We getting drunk in Manila. Up in Manila, up in the villa all night, every day, looking sharp, feeling killer. Down come the pillars, cool like a chiller. Oh hey, what's your name? Getting drunk in Manila, in Manila, up in the villa all night, every day. You ain't ever gonna leave when you dance on streets and your pretty ass be feeling like a dream. Hey, you wanna kick it to the front of the scene? I mean, giving all the loving to me. Seems we gleam when you go download the disco. Say this, fire as hell, baby. Oh. No X given, feel the music be right now. I know by DJ he be sitting this tight, yow. Every moment, the movement, we dancing, advancing. A1, dig my pants in, they prancing, got the bands in, they asking, we get lit with a bat, we fasting. My man's in, and my man said, we chancing, up in Manila, way up in Manila. Forest fires here, they began real lame. There, I did more than enough.
Grabe. Grabe. Wala kaming bayad sa'yo. Pasensya na. Anyways. Oh, grabe. Baka
Yeah,
makapagod
actually.
tayo nito. But anyways, okay. You have 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. Para
Why do
ayaw
you
niya
have
na.
to do all of these?
Sige.
Okay.
Last 4. 4 more.
Last 4, okay. 2?
2. Name your least favorite film.
I mean, I'm okay doing all, but it's like, why do I have to choose if it's like I'm gonna do all? We should just do it chronologically. You know what I mean?
Or
Name your least favorite film. Oh, a lot. I hate a lot of films. Let's see what my least favorite film is. I don't know. I've seen a lot of films. I mean, I guess recently the one that I really hated the most. I don't hate it. It's just it gave me a headache. I think Cat in the Hat. Because I watched when I was younger, it was super funny, and I watched it when I was older, and I just got really annoyed. So yeah, Cat in the Hat. But
okay. I have 3 more. 4,
Gotcha.
6, 8, 9, 10.
9.
Spell the name of your celebrity crush.
Spell the name. Who should I say? Who's someone that's like, of course you have a crush on her?
Julia.
Not in the local industry. I don't have crushes on people.
What?
JENNIE.
Blackpink in your area? Okay. Right?
Love Blackpink.
Okay. You have 2 more.
What did I not say? 7? Oh no, I said 7. 9. Oh, I said 9 already. Didn't I?
4, 6, 8, 10.
10.
10. What OJK design are you most proud of?
That's a good question. The one that I'm most proud of is probably, I think, the very, very first design I've ever made, which is the denim jacket that had drawings on it. Because that one, like, it's the first thing I've ever designed, but I still find it really good. Like, until now, it's and it was the most important design because, you know, everything started from that. So I guess that's the design I'm most proud of. Yeah.
I'll buy. Biglang gonna I'll
It's
buy.
It's
Okay.
not for sale.
Okay. Next, you have 4, 6, and 8. Last one.
4, 6, and 8.
Might as well, let's finish the joke lang. Okay, go.
Last 6.
6. Here. Well, who is the most famous person that wore an OJK design?
Jaden Smith.
Oh, how can you kwento to us? How did that happen?
The one when Jaden Smith went to the Philippines, I believe the DJ or someone at the show who had the jacket, who's a famous DJ here, gave it to him, and he left with it.
Oh.
So yeah, that was really cool.
So it was different pa nung kay LA Aguinaldo.
No, it wasn't LA. He was the photo. The reason LA is there is because I think like Jaden Smith was holding it, and LA just so happened to be there to take a video, but it wasn't from LA. It was from someone else. Yeah.
Very good to know. But thank you so much for being so generous with sharing us your talent, your creativity, your thoughts, and you giving us your time. Thank you so much.
Wait, maybe we can do the last 2 truths.
Oh, talaga? O, ayan na. Gusto mo talaga? Last 2 truths. Okay, are you ready? 4 and 8.
What's 4?
What is the longest you have slept? Or related to body clock?
The longest I slept was, I think 13 hours. I don't remember why. Must have been so tired, but yeah, and I had a serious headache after that. Yeah.
For the last one, ito na. If you were given a chance to design a shirt for a local or international celebrity, who would it be?
Gosh, there are so many who I admire. Like pretty much anyone, I'd be happy. But
We could have top 5. Top 5.
okay, top 5.
Top 5, so that you have options.
Let's
Options.
see. Rihanna, Kanye West, Beyonce, Taylor Swift, and Childish Gambino.
Oh. How about local?
Local,
Feel like you've done
who
everything.
I have, yeah, I Liza hasn't worn my stuff yet, so I guess Liza Soberano.
Liza
That'd be nice. Yeah.
Yeah. So I can see Liza Soberano wearing like this. So beautiful.
I know. Gosh, it'd be so good.
I can hear you screaming, oh my gosh! Di ba ganon? But anyway.
Yeah, I was like, oh my God, Mom, come here, look at this. So cool.
Yes. So glad that your mom and your parents are supporting you now, and thank you again.
Absolutely.
For
They're so supportive.
Yes, for being generous with your time, your talent, and all that I've said a while ago. Really, really thank you. You guys could follow him, right? At Johan Kyle.
Yes. Thank you.
Yes, and it has been VJ Nicole. You could follow us on IG, Twitter at Musika Milenio. And me too. You could follow me at Nicole Extrude. Let's be mutuals. Let's be friends. Let's complete the song now of Lover, okay? So that you could release it next month. Next month. Anyways, but before we end, can you have a quick photo up first? So that we could have a receipt for our Instagram account, you know? Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Wait, hold on. Wait. Okay, wait. Let me make myself.
Okay, sige, go. Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Kuya Johan. Is it okay if I call you that, Kuya Johan?
Wait, can we do one more photo op? I'll take screen.
Okay, sige, go.
Wait, sorry, guys. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. You know, I super love your designs. I'm a fan. Really, I really am a huge fan. Anyways, thank you so much, guys. It has been a wonderful evening.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. It means so much. Bye. Stay safe. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Tonight we're running on the right track. I know we never gonna